It's that time again. We call it Around the Movie Block with The Rock. He is Rocco Pasafumi with his weekly movie review.
Thank you very much, Howie. The movie I have for you this week is called What Men Want. It's directed by Adam Shankman and it stars Taraji P. Henson and Tracy Morgan. Ollie Davis, played by Henson, is boxed out by the male sports agents in her profession, but gains an unexpected edge over them when she develops the ability to hear men's thoughts. If this plot sounds very familiar to a lot of people, it's because this is a remake of What Men Want, which starred Mel Gibson, but this is flipped according to gender, which I think is actually, in terms of on paper, this is definitely one of the best ideas for a movie I've seen in quite some time in terms of a Hollywood, high concept kind of movie. Because usually we've been seeing like superhero movies and things of that sort. So we haven't seen like a really good traditional, kind of broad comedy in a while. So I definitely feel like, especially in light of all that's gone on, especially in Hollywood in regards to, representation for women in Hollywood, this definitely hits right at home with a lot of issues that are important to people today. I'll definitely say first what I liked about the movie. What I liked about the movie particularly is the star, Taraji P. Henson. She definitely brings a lot of charisma to the role. She has a very good-natured vibe, and you really feel like you want to root for Ollie in the movie, largely because of her performance in the movie. What I also liked about the movie is, of course, the aspect of wish fulfillment in this. I like wish fulfillment movies a lot because I feel like people get a good it's a good cathartic experience for a lot of people when they go to a movie, when they see something that feels like it's something that really, has the finger on the pulse of what people want to see, particularly in a time like this. So I feel like that aspect of the movie really makes it fun. The cast particularly is a great cast. You have Erykah Badu, who's the shaman who is part of why she gets her abilities, her sudden abilities. The other aspect of the movie is Tracy Morgan, who plays a pivotal role in where she goes with her powers. Tracy Morgan is very, very funny, of course. But the thing that I was a little disappointed about with the movie is the fact that there's a little too much of what, too many subplots happen in this movie in order to really drive the central point of the movie home, is the fact that, she has all these new powers to really see what men really think and she uses that to manipulate her way to the top. And you just see too many subplots that, sort of provide how she gets to where the character goes, where her character arc goes. And that's usually not a good sign for a movie when there's too much going on, too many different, hurdles that the character has to jump in terms of, where the character develops. It's not a good sign to have that much going on. The other aspect of the movie that I was a little disappointed by was a lot of the jokes. I mean, there were some really good jokes in the movie in regards to this sort of issue, but I think what's a little disappointing is that I feel like there's too much low-hanging fruit, too much that was a little kind of panders to the lowest common denominator to get laughs in this movie. So I feel like it's a little disappointing when you have such a good idea to have like so many easy jokes that, was, kind of really, I feel like with comedies, what I like about comedies is I like subtlety and I like, really smart jokes, and I feel like this did not have the right amount of smart jokes that I feel like would have been worthy for a concept like this. Unfortunately, part of the reason for that is because of the original movie. What Women Want was not the smartest movie in the world, let's be real here. A lot of the jokes in that were kind of low-hanging fruit as well, so I think a lot of that was replicated in this particular movie, and I felt it was a little disappointing that, that it wasn't, that there wasn't enough of a bar set for this movie, especially for a talent like Taraji P. Henson, to really develop a movie that, yes, it's smarter in marginal ways, it's a smarter movie, it's an improvement over the original movie, but I feel like there's just so much that could have been done that really could have made this a bit more like a smart movie, not just a great, it was good in entertainment value. I like entertaining movies. I think there was a lot of, a lot of the movie got you laughing, certainly, but I feel like I felt like there was a lot of missed opportunities where this movie could have been something smarter, something that really would have would have been real meat in terms of great character development and something for the story. And I feel like what you have is a very okay movie, a very entertaining movie, but I felt like it just wasn't that sort of. It really kind of betrayed just the great concept that would have made a movie like this really something that would have been a breath of fresh air, not just for Hollywood movies, but particularly for comedies. So I feel like overall, it's entertaining. Taraji P. Henson's great. The rest of the cast is great. But like I said, there's too much of the movie that feels like you're kind of like stumbling. The movie's kind of stumbling all over itself to kind of get from point A to point B to point C with the plot. So I feel like I said, it's a bit of a shortcoming, but I feel like overall, if you want a really entertaining movie, something that's, especially not a superhero movie, certainly, I feel like this is definitely a pretty decent movie in terms of like a good entertaining comedy. So I give What Men Want 2 out of 5 stars overall. So thank you very much.
Okay, Rocco, thank you.